Morning all, I just wanted to come on and tell you about my journey through darkness and how I overcame depression and anxiety. So, my journey with depression and anxiety reached its peak during one of the most challenging periods in my life. So, it was my last breakup happened during COVID, and it hit me harder than I could have ever imagined. The prospect of not being with my kids every morning was a devastating blow that affected me immensely. We tried to live together until we could sort things out, but it wasn't working, so I eventually had to move back in with my parents. And as a man, this hurt my ego and just started the ball rolling with my mental health issues, and finally became the straw that broke the camel's back. I stopped training and taking care of myself. I was hardly eating, a clear sign that I was suffering. When my friends saw me post-COVID, they noticed I had lost a load of weight and assumed I was trying to get in shape. Little did they know the true extent of my struggle. I kept my pain mostly to myself, and even when I did open up to my friends, they never got the full story. I felt alone, both physically and emotionally unhealthy. I spent most of my work days in bed, just doing enough to keep my job. I've been there and I've made all the mistakes, and now I'm here to help you avoid them. When I started making changes, I felt a shift happen, and here's what I did. Number one, I started meditation and breathwork. I began meditating at night before bed and in the morning, and then I discovered breathwork. This was a revelation for me. It was incredibly relaxing, and it just numbed the anxiety and the depression, and it also helped me learn a lot about myself. Number two, started making better food choices again. Most of you that know me have known that I've been up and down with my weight for most of my life, but this was the catalyst. I started making healthier choices, started watching what I was eating, drinking water, and this just improved my overall well-being. Number three, jiu-jitsu. I returned to jiu-jitsu as it's something I'd started, but I'd quit a couple of times as this was the cycle that my life was in. But returning to the physical activity and the camaraderie provided a much needed outlet and sense of purpose. Number four, reaching out. I decided to reach out to friends and be vulnerable with them. I told them this time actually how it was and not the narrative that I was pushing, so they didn't worry. This felt like such a burden was lifted. And number four, I went to see a coach. Ironic, eh? This really helped me find the answers I was looking for and set a long-term plan up for how I was going to change my life and manage stuff going forward. This was actually the catalyst for me wanting to become a coach myself, realising how much people's lives can be changed by talking to someone who's from a neutral setting. These changes didn't happen overnight, and like everyone, I still have days that I feel like I'm struggling, but each step was a crucial part of my recovery. Through meditation, breathwork, a healthier diet, physical activity, and talking to people honestly, I began to reclaim my life. I'm a completely different person now that I was back then, and I'm super proud of myself and how many positive changes I've made and will continue to do so into the future. If you or someone you know is struggling, please reach out and share the story. Together we can start to break the cycle of men not talking or reaching out. There is hope, and help is available. Let's embark on this journey together. Thank you.